This week we're doing inconvenient segments, taking a look at real solutions to some of the world's biggest problems from an inconvenient book now available in paperback. There is a chapter in my book on the cycle of poverty, and it is one of the biggest problems that our country is facing. I talk about it, but a guy who really knows about it and really knows how to overcome it is my next guest, Chris Gardner. He's a motivational speaker. He's a businessman, author of a great new book, Start Where You Are. How are you, sir? And I might add, good friend. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
With you.
So before we get to your book, I just want to say, okay, you see the wedding segment?
I did.
Okay, and here's the groom. Okay. And then there was this one that it also came. Now, is that just like Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, or otherwise it's disturbing.
Put those away.
All right, okay. So, start where you are. What is the meaning of that? I think this...
A couple of things, very quickly, if I can. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Number one, we talk about in the book life lessons that I have learned and lessons that I got from other people that inspired me, such as find your button. What is that one thing that turns you on to the point that the sun can't come up soon enough because you want to go and do your thing?
What happens if you suck? What happens if that just is something that is...
Well, that gets us to step two.
Okay.
Plan B sucks. Ain't no plan B. When you're doing something you're truly passionate about, there is no plan B. Number three, well, some folks that talk about you got to have something to fall back on. We all have something to fall back on already. It's called a butt. Okay? And when you have fallen back on your butt, one of the things you have to ask yourself sometimes, Glenn, is how did I get here? This is a part of the book a lot of folk might not feel comfortable with. The truth of the matter is sometimes we got to say, I drove here. Meaning I had some responsibility in the circumstances and conditions that are now my life.
You know, I know you're worried about the country just as much as I am.
Absolutely.
And the things that we're doing, because we're not doing that. We're not asking, hey guys, how did we get here? We're just trying to save. All we're trying to do is just swoop in, protect everything, instead of saying, wait. What caused all of this? And done a real self-examination. Agree or disagree?
I totally agree, because that gets us right into step number 4. You're on your butt. You've accepted that you had something to do with where you are. The next step is, you and I have talked about this many times, the cavalry ain't coming. Ain't no backup.
Hang on. I got a break. I want you to hear the rest of this. In case you don't know who Chris Gardner is, he is the guy that was in Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith played him in Pursuit of Happiness. For more on breaking the poverty cycle, read Chapter 20, Poverty Prozac. Well, why are we promoting my book? We need to promote his book. Start Where You Are, Chris Gardner. Read this book. There's nobody to tell you a better way to get out than a guy who was at the very bottom and never gave up. Trivia time. Guess why Chris Gardner spelled happiness with a Y in the title of his first bestseller turned blockbuster movie, In the Pursuit of Happiness? Send your answer with your name, mailing address, and phone number right now to Glenn Beck at foxnews.com. First person to get the answer right wins a copy of Chris's new book, Start Where You Are, and the paperback edition. Geez, we can't stop with my book, an inconvenient book out now.